Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Extremely kind of you. Welcome to the show. Other things in life that get up your nose, that cause agitation and anger and lead to stress and anxiety. Little things. Do you know what I hate? Square drinking glasses. They really piss you off, don't they? You go, did you ever see yourself in a lift? Did you ever watch yourself in a lift? Do you know what we're all thinking in lifts, every one of us? If the cable breaks? Do you know what we're thinking? If the cable breaks, a split second before the lift hits the ground, I will jump up in the air. Just bring the top of the lift closer to your head quicker. What? I don't like lifts, elevators. I've been trapped. I was trapped in a lift in New Zealand. I was trapped for about 45, 50 minutes in this lift in New Zealand. It didn't worry me at first. Then it started to worry me. And you kind of sit there and you're reading things, looking at the notices and thinking, limit weight. 800 pounds or 6 people. You think, they're a lot of fat bastards, aren't they? What if it's just 2 people? That'll be 400 pounds each. What if it's 1 bastard? How would he have got in? It was a Otis lift, and I'm sitting there kind of doing anagrams. Sit-o, I sit. I sot I. 2 is 2. I mean, and gradually, and then I saw this thing which says, in the event of a fire, do not use this elevator as a means to escape the building. And I thought, shit, I'm in it. The building's on fire and I'm in an oven. And I believed it. I started to sweat. And there was an emergency phone, and I picked that up. It was engaged. And eventually, after about 45, 50 minutes, a screwdriver, the age of technology, a screwdriver comes through the door. And it opened, and there's a fellow there. I would have married a bastard if he'd asked me. And he says to me, he comes out with this great advice. How do you feel? I said, well, I was getting a bit wary about it. I didn't really like it. And he said, well, what you must do actually is get into another lift immediately. It's like falling off a bike. You've got to do it immediately, otherwise you'll never do it again. So get in this lift here and just press the button, go up to the top of the building and come back down again. 2 hours I was in that bastard. Now, if I can help it, I don't use elevators. I have to when I'm in America. I was in America recently. Well, not recently, about a year ago or so. And I had to get into an elevator. It was in one of those very tall buildings, kind of 44th story or something like that. It would have taken me years to walk up there. And I wait, because I think if somebody comes along, I can talk to them. At least if something happens, I'll have somebody in there to talk to, which is important. And I wait, and nobody comes. So eventually I think, oh, get in the lift. And I'm standing in the lift, I'm going, I'm beginning to hyperventilate. I'm going, oh, shit. Oh, God, get it over with. So I press the button, and the doors go, and the lift goes, it's one of those express lifts. And I wait for the doors to open, and nothing happens. And I wait 2, 3 seconds, and I go, oh, Christ. And I blow, I panic. Jesus, oh, don't let me hear there, please, God, I can't take it. I'm tearing at the lift doors with my nail. Please, Jesus, let me out. And somebody taps me on the shoulder. And I turn around and there's 8 or 9 people standing there. It's one of those old alternate doors for alternate floors. You feel such a prat. You all right? Oh, yes, yes. Tell you what I hate too is music. Dear Christ. Where is... Do you like music? Is there anybody in the world likes music? The worst thing in the world that can happen to you is to hear yourself humming to it. It's everywhere. You phone somebody and they put you on hold. They say, could you hold on a second? And you're holding. You're a brat. I didn't want to talk to you anyhow. Dentist. You go to a dentist nowadays. Music. Have you been to a dentist recently? Years ago, they used to wear short jackets. Now they wear robes, hats, goggles, gloves, masks. Do you think they were clearing up Chernobyl, for Christ's sake? And they got the drill in your mouth. And then they... I'll tell you who I hate too, is when somebody phones you and it's the wrong number, they get the wrong number, and they will not accept it. They will not accept that you are telling them this is the wrong number. Hello? Hello? Can we speak to Charlie? Charlie? Charlie who? Charlie. Charlie lives there. No, Charlie doesn't live there. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. I live here. I've lived here for 24 years. There's no Charlie living here. You sure? Yes, I'm sure. I live here. There's no Charlie. And then they'll say, well, what number is that? I say, what the Christ has got to do with you? If I give you my number, you've already got my number. You ring, there's no Charlie. You ring me back and I'll tell you there's no Charlie here. Now piss off and get off the phone and leave me alone. And then they do the thing, oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon, I'm terribly sorry, I apologize. Listen, I made a mistake, a slip of my finger. I'm sorry if I got you agitated, it's just one of those. And then you feel guilty. I feel guilty. I go, oh, it's okay. Look, don't worry about it. It's okay. Anybody can do it. I've done it myself. It's okay. Forget it. Okay. And then he says something like, hey, if Charlie rings, will you tell him I called? Tell you who I hate too. Doctors' receptionists. They're like a kind of panzer division protecting their god. I go to a doctor, and she'll say to me, what do you want? I'm in the doctor's surgery. What do you want? I'd like to see the doctor. Why? Well, I wonder if you'd help me change the tires of my car. You want to see him? Yes. What's wrong with you? I don't know. I'm not very well. If I was a doctor, I'd know what I'm wrong. I wouldn't be here if I was a doctor. Well, you know, he's very busy. Oh. Oh, well, in that case, I'll piss off and die. And they're mean bastards, aren't they? Those magazines. Jeez, I was reading a magazine the other day. Michael Jackson was still black. And they're extraordinary. I mean, they're educated people, but they can't say things. They'll say things like, how's the waterworks? This is a qualified doctor. How's the waterworks? You talking about my dick? What are you talking about? Well, I was just wondering, how's the old undercarriage? What do you think, I'm a bloody airplane? Do you think I land on my crotch every time I come in? How's your blood pressure? What? Your blood pressure, how is it? I don't know. You mean you haven't had any blood pressure taken? I said, no. He said, how old are you? I said, I'm 56. He said, are you aware that more men in the middle 50s, die, and any other age. I said, what about the old ones? He said, they don't get there. Now, whatever he said. When he's talking like that, your blood pressure's gone up. It has to go up, for Christ's sake. He's telling you you haven't got long to live. And have you seen them? They take out a little black box that looks remarkably like a coffin. And they open it up, and there's a black armband in there that he puts on me. And he straps it, and then he goes, and it starts to tighten on your arm. Nobody explains anything. It's like, you think, Jesus, what's happening? Christ, it's crushing my arm. Sweat breaking out. And then you suddenly go, and the thermometer type of thing drops down. And he says, yes, you have high blood pressure. I get a bastard. Yes, I have. Of course I have. She's just given it to me. I went to a doctor recently. I had a trapped nerve. And he said to me, what do you think is wrong with you? I said, I have a trapped nerve. So he said, all right, let me examine you. He examined me, and he said, you have a trapped nerve. That'll be 35 pounds. And I said, when I came in and said I had a trapped nerve, you didn't give me anything. You tell me I've got a trapped nerve, and I've got to give you 35 quid. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a drink. I need a drink. Whew. God bless. I'll have some more of that now. I'll tell you what my pet hate in life is. Banks. I really do. I loathe banks. I loathe banks as they stand now. When I was a young man, you'd never borrow money. You might borrow a few quid from a few friends, go and have a drink, go to the cinema or something like that. But you'd never dream of going into the bank and saying, could I borrow some money? They'd say, what collateral do you have? They say, I don't have any. They'd say, piss off. Now, in the 80s, that all changed, didn't it? A few years ago. Come on in. Come on in, do you want to borrow money? Will you just be walking by the bloody place? Want to borrow some money? What? Do you want to borrow some money? No, thank you. No, thank you. Why not? What's wrong with you? Are you a lunatic? Well, I'm unemployed. That doesn't make any difference. Have some money. Come on, here, have some. What do you want? What do you want? Buy some. Have a house. Buy a house. Go on, but just buy a house. Do you want a house? Oh, I hadn't thought about it. Well, here, have it. There, have a house. Come on. You want a car? You don't want to walk around like everybody else. Here, have a car. And he just poured it on you. Now that's all changed. The images of the banks, which were at one time the caring bank. We are the caring bank. We are the listening bank. We are the friendly bank. We are the open bank. We are the bank that likes to say, yes, bank. Now it's changed totally. Now it's, are you out of your mind, bank? Piss off, bank. Get out of here, you arsehole, bank. We don't give a shit, bank. We're told that the economy of the high street depends on us, the people, spending our money. Now, to help the economy of the country, the banks arrange credit for us by letting us have credit cards. And we, to help the economy, take these credit cards and spend money that we don't have. And these bastards charge us for that. And we're grateful. Do you ever try to get in to see a bank manager? It's like getting into God. I'd like to see the bank manager. Oh, really? Yes, I would. And you talk like a sycophantic idiot. Oh, yeah, I know he's very busy. I know he's extremely busy and involved in financial matters, but I would be very grateful, please. And the same things here, is your fly open? You say, no, should it be? to see this bastard. And he's sitting there like some omnipotent, and have you ever seen them? They always put their fingers together, and they always have the glasses down like this, and they all go, I can do but I can't do that. My fingers won't see it. Come in. Oh, yes, thank you very much indeed. It's very kind of you. I know that. Would you take a seat? Oh, yes, I will, please. Could I kiss your arse first? Banks open at 9:30 in the morning. All right? And at 9:30 in the morning, there'll be 6 to 8 or 10 tellers all sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Because most of us, the public, do our banking between 12:30 and 2 o'clock. We turn up at 12:30, 6 of these bastards will piss off for their lunch. And I don't know about you, but when I have a choice of 2 queues, I cannot pick the right one. There's 2 queues there, there'll be 9 people in one queue, 5 people in the other queue, and I will not know which one to go for. And I'll be saying to myself, which queue should I go for? And the sensible me will be saying, don't be silly, David. Don't be silly. Go for the 5. 5 is less than 9. It's got to move quicker. So I go for the 5. And the 9 drops to 4 or 3 or something. And it's 6 against 3, so I run over to the 3. And the 5 goes to 2. And I run back again. And by the time I get back then, 3 other people have joined that little queue, and I'm going, where did you come from, you bastard? How did you get here? I spent a whole day in the bank, darting from one queue to another. And when I get to the top, they say we're closed. It's an extraordinary thing to be in a queue and watch it going down. And you're going, come on. It's a 3 against 2, 3 against 2. 3 against 2, good. 2 against 2, 2 against 2, good. We're catching up here. 2 against 2, 2 against 2, right. 2 against 1, 2 against 1. Oh, shit. 2 against 1, 2 against 1, 2 against 1 against 1. And I am always behind the one person who is banking for the third world. In cash. They bring out those bloody things, bags of coins. And I want to tear them, I want to tear the pubic hairs out. You never get in a rage like that. I'm standing behind, oh, how did I get behind you, you asshole? Oh. Tear all these pubic hairs out, knit a scarf and strangle the bastard. Banks don't want you in the banks. Do you notice that? This is the involvement of banks over the years. They do not want you and I in the banks. We're cretins. They don't want to deal with us. Let those assholes go outside. They have dispensing machines. That's where they want you, outside. The rain, sleet, snow, howling northern winds, and we're standing there like a load of assholes. They're all in the central heating looking out. Look at those brats. Come on, have a look at these brats there. Look at these brats. And what an ideal place for muggers. I mean, really, what a great place for muggers. If I was a mugger, that's where I'd go. I stand by the bank. There'd be a queue of muggers. Oh, I'm going to mug you in a moment. Oh, good. Yes, fine. How much are you taking out? I was thinking of taking out 40. We'll take out 60, okay? Thank you. And the American banks have actually introduced a queuing system, which is quite different. They have, in the middle of a bank, like an area which is like a corral. It's got ropes all around it. On the sign which says, enter here. And then there's little tracks where you go up, and you go down, and you go up, and you go down, and you go up, and you go down. And there's a sign that says, wait here to be serviced. And I think to myself, why do that? Why do 70 yards? Well, I just climb over the rope. So that's what I did. I just climbed over the rope. And this fellow with a big gun came over to me and says, what are you doing? I said, I'm just climbing back over the rope. Now the system has crept into our post office. Have you been on our post offices lately? You have this great meandering queue of people, all wandering around, bored, brainless, zonked out, just going. There's music. They have a big television set. Have you noticed they have a big television set? To show you all how wonderful the post office is as you stand there getting older and older and older. They're showing you things like facelifts, nose jobs, beds that you can straighten your back on, all those kind of things. And we're all wandering around. I've seen people go around the post office 3 or 4 times and not buy a stamp. They're just zonked all gone. Have you ever noticed when you're there and one of the areas becomes vacant and you don't notice it? The queue will go. I don't like those big queues. I want individual queues. That's what I want. Individual queues for individual people's needs. I think in every post office there should be a queue for foreigners. There should. I don't mind. I like foreigners, but I don't want to be in a queue behind them. I don't want to wait and wait and wait while they go through all that foreign crap. I want to get on with it. It should say, for people who cannot speak English. I go behind an Italian. And he's going, I wanna know how you say, you know what I mean. I'm thinking, oh, shit. If I had a pen here, I'd stick it in your head. There should be queues for people who know nothing about anything. It should say, this is an arsehole's queue. He knows nothing about anything. Oh, they're there. And I go, hey, do you think I should, parcel post? Parcel post. Is it better to send parcel post by sea or maybe by air? Train. Train. Can I send a parcel post by train to France? No, I can't, can I? Oh, I could if the Channel Tunnel's open. Yeah, I suppose I could. Yeah, Jesus. Grannies. Do you ever get behind a granny in a queue? All grannies want to talk about is their grandchildren. That's all they have in life. Nobody has to ask them. They just volunteer all this crap information. Yes, I've got 3 grandchildren. New Zealand, yes, my daughter Sophie. She married this chappie called Roy. I didn't really like him, but she liked him, so I suppose I couldn't say anything about it. But they had 3 children. There's little Rodney. Rodney. That's a lovely little boy. And Sylvia. And I'm sending them the birthday presents because it's their birthday. And I'm standing behind her thinking, you old geriatric, for Christ's sake, die and let me buy my stuff. Life is extraordinary. One of my other... It's just a case of wandering around. It's just a case... I hate supermarkets. It's the same thing. I feel I'm being manipulated in the supermarket. I know I'm being manipulated. I go into a supermarket and I pick up a basket and all I want is a loaf of bread. That's all I want. So I put a loaf of bread in the basket and then I think, gosh, shit, I'm here. I might as well buy some butter. So I buy some butter and then I think, well, I got butter and bread. I might as well make a sandwich. I got some cheese. Good, I got some cheese. So now I got cheese. So I think, I like onions. I love onions. I love onions and cheese. Bread, butter, and onions and cheese, that's great. So I go off and I get some onions. And then there's some radishes there at the same time. So I get some radishes. and I get some scallions. And then I think, I might as well make a salad. So I buy some lettuce and tomatoes, and this bloody basket is getting bigger and filled out. And then I'm thinking, well, I just can't have a salad on its own. I'll have an omelette. Yeah, I'll get some eggs. So I go off and get some eggs. What sort of an omelette do I like? I like a mushroom, so I go back, get some mushrooms. Then I like ham, so I have this whole bloody thing. Then I'm thinking to myself, what'll I have with this omelette and salad? Oh, I'll have a glass of wine. I'll have a bottle of wine. That's what I'll have, a bottle of wine. And then I think, what sort of wine will I have? Red wine? White wine? Will I have Italian wine? Oh, will I have French wine? Oh, will I have Australian wine? And I think, oh, shit, I'll have it all. That's what I'll have. So now I have to put the basket down and get a bloody trolley. Have you been in the supermarkets where you go in there regularly, and then one day it's all changed. It's all different. You find yourself in areas that you didn't know exist. They're doing that purposely to get you into areas, and you think, shit, I've never been here before, I wonder what they sell. And you start filling all up again. I was in Marks and Spencer's recently, and there's a woman standing there with a trolley saying, why do they keep on changing it around? Well, I'll tell you what I hate in supermarkets. That area where they have the delicatessen area where you have to get a ticket. I don't know about those things. I walk up there, I'm standing there. And the woman says, next, and I go, me. And she goes, ticket. I go, ticket? What ticket? Ticket. And there's all these women going, ticket. Do you know what I do? I go there early in the morning, I get reams of tickets and sell them to all these old biddies. Why in the name of Christ can't they give you a plastic bag that you can open? You get those plastic bags, you're going. You can never get them open. And the cashier is humping the stuff down at you. And you begin to get panic-stricken. Have you been like, the bags won't open. When she's finished, she's saying, that'll be £24, 16.5. And you get nothing, the bags splattered everywhere. And the whole queue looking at it. Come on, you asshole, come on. And I tell you who I hate. Queue jumpers. You come across queue jumpers? And you're so polite, the English. You tolerate it. I've stood in queues. And I've seen them, and I go, why don't those people do something about that? I'm standing in the queue. Fella nips in. I go, hey! Hey, you! What? The queue! There's a queue! We're all queuing! And he goes, oh, sorry, I didn't notice it. And I go, you didn't notice it? 8 people standing behind each other. What do you think it is, a gangbang? What is it with women who have to pay the precise amount in the correct change? Be £18.27, and they have to find. There's a £10. No, £10, and they're in the bloody thing. £10, no. And they're opening all these compartments. No. I'll have to give you change. What was that? £10, £11, £12, 13, 14, 15, 250s, £16, 20. What's that? 5? No, shit, you can't stick that up your arse there. And they go on, and I'm behind them, and I'm saying, excuse me, miss, excuse me, madam, look, you've got a £20 there. £20 note, just pick up the £20. Get it. You piss off, mind your own business. Who are you talking to? Have you ever been in a supermarket when you're behind the one person who has found the one object in the whole supermarket that does not have a price tag? Christ, you could kill those people. And the cashier gets on the thing, the light, bong, bing, bong, 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 bong. She's calling the supervisor, who's down in the bowels of the supermarket, doing an inventory that's going to take her half a dozen years. Bong, bing, bong, bong, bong. And I'm going, hey, for Christ's sake, it's a loaf of bread. Bong, bing, shit, I'll pay for it here. Take it. There's 20 pounds. Take it. Have you seen yourself in one of those queues, those quick checkout queues? I go to a supermarket which has 9 items or less. And I stand there in this 9 items or less, and I think I'm a reasonably sophisticated person. I've been around the world. I'm not thick in all things. I'm reasonable. And I'm standing in this queue. Do you know what I'm doing? Do you know what these people have got me doing? I am counting the items in other people's baskets. That's what they brought me to. And I'm not doing it openly. I'm not doing it honestly. I'm not saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Congratulations. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, good, good. Excellent. Good. We're a good, honest queue here. Right on. Let's go together. I'm doing it slyly, surreptitiously. And then you spot somebody who's got 10. And you burn. You burn. It's like an incendiary bomb going off in your stomach. You're 10. You don't say anything to them. You start talking to other people. 10. 10 what? 10 items. 10 items. Ooh, this old woman here for to get 10 items. And it goes down the queue. And you find yourself talking to the cashier. Miss! You become a total quisling. Miss! This old woman here has got 10 items. It says quite clearly, 9 items or less. 9 items or less is not 10. You've got 10 items. No. Yes, you have, you silly old bitch. You got 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The matches under the polish. Look, you didn't see that. Oh, I'll put one back. No, you won't put one back. You get out of the queue. Go on, get out of here. Go on, piss off. I saw it in the post office. Go on, get out. Tomorrow is Killer Geriatric Day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last show of the series. It's been a lot of fun. Good fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. Good night. Thank you. And for the last time, may your God go with you.